Apparently Nataliya didn't die. Like, however, I could say for certain that I arrived here at 12:23 p.m. on the dot. Okay. Walks around the mansion indicate as thus. I see. I wasn't scheduled to search the mansion at any point in the day, so it kind of just slipped my mind. Damn it, Blaze. Useless! In that case, you may have my copy if it will help refresh your memory. I trust that you will not misplace it. Of course not. Thank you! I also like to jot down the locations of all the clocks if that's okay with you. But of course! The Vic is testing me. Add to the VIP. Search initiative. Add to the So what did you do after you finished your search? I left and went straight back to the school. Eden and Virginia were also there at the time. It was quite a long walk. I feel like I changed my accent again for her. What am I doing? Pardon me for asking, but at this stage, do you suspect me? Why would I suspect you? I suspect Nataliya! Reaction told me all that I needed to know. A wise choice. To avoid the imperious, to be wise to all possibilities. After all, belief is not only to be assured if you were to entrust it to the gods. I see. Timing when everyone arrived at the cream seam. It appears we still need a bit of information in that area. Okay. I think we should start talking to some other people. Shh. What do you want, Phoenix? Ah, I feel as though I've been treated to a live episode of Corpse Whisperer. Is that a reference to the Ghost Whisperer? I remember that show. Come, she doesn't get shushed. Move a bit to the side and gesture at her to follow. I was wondering if you could tell you when I got here? Don't look at me like that. You can't expect a novice to ignore a conversation that's going on right next to her. Why, it could even form the foundation of my next novel. I certainly hope not. Wait, so she was listening and watching Corpse Whisperer at the same time? Huh? Okay, so I arrived here at about 12:16 p.m. Grace, Dash, Phoenix, and Lisa. I need to write this down! Okay, remember that. Okay, move on. It seems we formed our own little coffee sipping click. So you were all gathered in the cafe at the time the body discovery announcement was broadcast. Okay, so they're at the cafe, obviously, because Dash was with them. Precisely. Indeed. Indeed! It appears that unless you are capable of the levitating meatball monster. Oh yeah, that was one of her religions. Travel time is definitely something you must take into account. So when can meatballs give you so much power? Okay, I'm done with the initial examination. Oh yeah, Phoenix is a doctor! I forgot! Sorry about earlier, I have virtually no experience with dead bodies, so I wanted to minimize disturbances. Is the difference probably of note to a practice man such as yourself? Certainly. For instance, dead patient can no longer consume... What an asshole, dude. Can, but the results will be too much information. Like, shut up! Oh, wait! Oh, I didn't want to see that! Ah, yes, I got a bit carried away, didn't I? No shit, Sherlock. My stations, there's nothing to suggest the file is wrong. And here I was thinking it'd be more susceptible than an ad campaign from Hungry Jack's. Who? For some unknowable reason, the bear apparently values the idea of a fair trial. Not much is clear from the original Killing game. And a fair trial would be nigh impossible if any malicious information was to be disseminated. Though it appears my assumptions were not completely misplaced. Is this the work of an arch nemesis? H.I.M.? Could you say that again, but in common tongue, please? Well, you see, I believe a bit of information may have been left out. Hey, that's what we concluded earlier. For instance, observe the front of the face. Ladies, you might want to avert your eye. Oh, that's quite the wound. Indeed, the damage to the facial area sticks out like an extra point on a pentagram. These girls are crazy. I know, right? They say the doctors make themselves redundant. Wait, no, that might have been for someone else. Something else. Anyway. You're correct, ladies. The injuries did seem rather extensive, and the wounds indicate that he might have collided face first with a relatively flat and hard surface at some point. For instance, the assailant might have slammed Magnus's face against a bookshelf. God damn. Probably with the help of some object. An impressive feat given the state of the surroundings. Such a blow would have undoubtedly been difficult to land in the midst of a struggle. You're right, there's books scattered all over the place. Definitely looks as if the victim struggled with the culprit. For the record, there doesn't seem to appear to be any blood on these bookshelves. Interesting! How about this? He was struck in the back of the head, right? So wouldn't the wounds be from where he hit the ground face first? No, the wounds are suggestive of something involving a much greater degree of force. Interesting! Raises a fair point though. How did the killer manage to land such a decisive killing blow in these circumstances? Alright, so there's a struggle. Pain from the face. No blood on the bookshelves. And struck in the back of the head. Finished examinations. Yep. The victim was certainly found in an interesting state. Indeed. I wonder how the additional fissure wounds apply to this intricate tapestry of case. Your guess is as good as mine. The time to examine the area around the body. I take it the shot put bowl is what killed the victim. Alright, so death by shot put bowl is a possibility. It might not be the weapon. It might be a hoax. The wounds are certainly consistent, yes. But as I was saying earlier, this killer seems to have struggled with the victim. Surely a shot put of all things would be quite cumbersome to use as a weapon. You're certainly right about that. However, the shot isn't that heavy. It may be big, but the size doesn't quite match up with the weight. Don't look at me like that. Nataliya gave me the go-ahead since you couldn't find anything useful on it. So Nat's already examined the shot. In that case, do you mind if I weigh it? Be my guess. She wasn't lying. This really is light for its size. Still pretty damn heavy though. Shot put ball. Alright, that's already added. Hold on a second. Isn't that Eden's lucky horseshoe? Yes, it is. Adding that to the notes. Horseshoe. Eden's. Yeah, where'd you come from? Time and place, please. Time and place. Okay. Frickin' Professor Oak up in here or whatever. Shut up. You need not ask. I switched trinkets with Magnus on the way back to our rooms. You did what? He agrees, since both our trinkets are redundant given our abilities. Redundant? Yep, I agree. Sidekick doesn't need to rely on luck. Heck, even a decent sidekick wouldn't need it. Right. So when the switch happens, it's okay. I saw it happen. You have my word. Thanks, Virginia. I trust you 100%. But then there's this matter of the chain being torn off. Was it like this when you last saw it? Are you asking if I peddled damaged goods to the deeply departed? Perish the thought. Okay, thought! Though from the way the lucky horseshoe was left strewn atop the victim's corpse, could a degree of ritualism not be inferred? I think it's more likely to be a symbolism in this case. Still, why would they do that? Yeah, what? Tearing the chain off the helmet, then leaving the lucky horseshoe on top of the corpse? It really feels as though there's some kind of hidden meaning. Lucky horseshoe, I'm not... Eden's testimony. Alright, before you leave, Blazers, just one more thing. Oh? It's to do with the victim's spirit. Oh, why now of all the times? What'd you do? Ah, did you try to do a thingy? A thingy? Ah, yes, well, a thingy. A thingy? And the thingy didn't happen to work. Nunny? Perhaps my powers are waning? Though that's definitely a possibility. You're certainly very capable. That's a sidekick. Ah, I accidentally pressed enter and I didn't get to read it. So do you think if I could take note of it anyway? Please do. Lack of a seance. Alright. And one last thing. Do you know who did it? Doing away with the formalities and cutting straight to the chase, are ya? Unfortunately, unable to see malicious intent. So even if we were able to read the killer's mind, you wouldn't be able to know that they did it. Exactly. I've been wondering about that core curiosity, and you say you cannot sense malice. But what if the killer were to commit the crime for a higher purpose? What then? After all, very few murders are the work of the... Good question. Especially coming from one such as yourself. I thought you religious types weren't particularly fond of this type of logic. While it is true that murder is an act of unspeakable evil, one must not forget that the only true embodiment of evil on this plane is the Antichrist. I have heard the confessions of many murders in my time. Their souls may have been misguided. There was precious little evil to cleanse. This is surprisingly tense. Is it? Very well. To answer your question, my aversion to malice is rather exceptional. Even relatively minute amounts of minute? Is it minute or minute? Minute amounts can make my predictions go haywire. You do well to remember that. Anyway, I should keep Virginia waiting. Holly, if you need me. What is that? It's tape. Ooh, tape. Allow me to verify something. I watched as the video press her face against the floor, just skin under the bookshelf. As I thought. What you thought? And probably pulled it out. An empty roll of tape. Writing this down. A less learned person would have called it a flash of inspiration. I know the feeling of divine guidance when I experience it. Excellent. So, 2. Are you able to have without you open that? Okay, we have tape now. A voice guiding me in this matter. In order to understand a killer, you must become a killer. Okay, freaking going, was it Hannibal or whatever? For just a few short seconds, I became a killer. I see. I believe you understand that to which I allude. If I, as a killer, wanted to be assured that I would not be attainted by something on my person, would I not dispose it at the scene of the crime? Suppose that's fair enough. Conclusion? Small length of tape. Okay. Empty roll of tape. And we'll worry about that later. Why would there be some random tape just lying here? Perhaps to gag the victim's mouth? While the killer resorted to torture? That wouldn't make sense because there was a struggle, right? For one, it wouldn't make sense to tape someone's mouth if you were torturing them. Bet! Suppose your logic stands. However, it would be folly to expect all answers to be arrived with logic alone. Why do I say magic? Magic. She does have an interesting point, though. This amount of tape would be barely enough to cover someone's mouth. It looks like this is about as much as we can get from the area around the body for now. I guess the next most logical thing to review is the means of escape from this room. Agreed. Going towards the front entrance. Hey! School and scripture, the complete bundle. So I went from old to just being a part of a package. Haha! Simply wish to examine the front door. I entreat you not to instruct us in our sacred duty. Ooh, or what? There may be certain unpleasant consequences. Is she angry? So, is this the only way to enter and leave the room? Yep, absolutely. Just kidding. There's also a van on each side of the library. Make sure you check them out after you're done examining the door, okay? Right. The hinges seem a little messed up. Ah, so Grams isn't completely blind just yet. Being called a boomer these days. As for the door, you could thank Hunt for its new wreck to look. What exactly did Hunt do? When everyone at Mansion Detail was due to switch places, Hunt found out that the door was locked, so he called us all over to see if anyone was responsible. Things got pretty serious when he remembered that Virginia wasn't on mansion duty today. Whew. What fine form. I didn't expect him to just one-shot the door like that. Just kidding. So the door was locked from the inside. Yep, it's one of those simple locks. You push the button from the inside, it locks. You turn the knob from the inside, it unlocks. It's pretty much all you can do when there's no keyhole. Seems awfully practical. One more thing, do you remember exactly what time it was when Hunt opened the door? Yep, that would be 12:01 p.m. Writing this down! I see, better take note of that. Consider it done. Library door. Hinge. Broken? 12:01 p.m. Wait, is this some kind of joke? Nope. Why would I kid about something so serious? But that means... Levitica! There was not but a 2-minute gap between the murder and the discovery of the body. Yep, the mansion people sure look suspicious, don't they? Oh wait, that includes me. Alright, so Zeke was there. Why does he seem so pleased with himself? Hey, hold on a second. Where's your partner? Yes? Mona, what are you doing down there? She's drawing something. See, isn't she cute? If only we had crayons for times like these. Idiot. But man, I can definitely relate to what kind of feeling of wanting to slack off. I did a bit of that earlier today, after all. What do you mean by that? Forgive me if I am hasty in my assumptions. Would you perhaps be talking about your mansion designation? Oh man, looks like the cat fox out of the bag. Yep, as much as I wanted to search, the idea of relaxing in front of an open fire was just too difficult to ignore. I spent the entire time just sitting there. Looks like we'll need to research the game room sometime later. Properly. Zeke's testimony. Who is... Wait, let me look at the evidence real quick. Well, who was with them? Zeke stayed in the game room from 11:30 onwards. 11:30 a.m. Suspicious. Guess we should lead into it? Indeed. It seems there is no merit to be found in further pursuing matters here. Watch over to the vents. Ah, Blaze, Levitica! Welcome! Hey, Lisa. What have you and Pierce been up to? Just looking through the vents. How's it going there, Pierce? I'll live. Probably. And there, made it. Ha! Take that, vent. Excellent work. I'll be sure to broadcast this the next time we go there. As it turns out, it is 100% impossible for someone to crawl through the vents. It's just a really tight squeeze. Interesting. So that makes 3 possible escape routes in total, both vents and then the front door. But as we are aware, the front door is locked from the inside. Whew, made it back. What a magical journey. Can't wait to try it again sometime. Indeed, the God of Bars thanks you for your patronage. I like your attitude. Shall we try out the other vents? Let's go! Somebody's eager. Walk to the other side of the room and watch this Pierce navigate his way through the vent. Well, I would have offered... I can confirm that both vents are an equally tight fit. So they're about the same size. Yes, how were the insides like? Very clean, someone's been maintaining them well. Interesting! Stay at the vents, alright, so... Vents... Climbable? Yes, Elisa, do you happen to know when everyone arrived at the crime scene? Ah, Blaze. The faith you have in my memory is flattering. In this case, I'm happy to report that it is not misplaced. Yes, I remember all. I've been gone around and confirmed with a few people to make sure that this is right. Oh? Pray tell. First, Mona, Zeke, Pierce, Hunt, and Sigmund arrived on the scene. Okay, write that down. This was at 12:01. Okay, so that's who it was. That's 12:01. So he really wasn't kidding, huh? Next up was Mii-Yu and Nataliya. So it's telling me this is 12:11. Alright, 12:11. Blaze. Nataliya. I spelled Nataliya wrong. Alright, a whole 10 minutes after? The next group is easy. I can't with Grace. I think I already wrote that down. Florence, Dash, Grace, Phoenix, Lisa. Perfect. 12:16. Yep. So 5 minutes after. Finally, Eden, Virginia, and Ludvika. Alright, so Eden and Virginia. Is someone missing? I don't know if anyone's missing. I'll check that later. So that's some amazing memory. Make whatever you will of this info. I'm happy as long as it's helpful. Or if you arrived. Well, I certainly have an eye for random details. That's why I became a journalist after all. Oh yeah, we've been meaning to bring something to everyone else's attention. What's that exactly? A broom with a metal handle. Suspicious. I'm more of a woody broom person myself, if you know what I mean. Shut up, Pierce. No, I mean... Oh, this is just a bit of blood. Well, where did you find it exactly? It was right next to one of the vents. That's how I knew they'd probably be clean of dust. Why else do you think I'd happily go through them? Everyone doesn't want to hear what I had to say about that. Hey, even someone like me would draw the line at getting dust in their crevice. Well, nice to see that you're self-aware. A dusty broom. I don't know how that's going to be useful, but we'll see. It's probably time to check the area of the staircase. What are your thoughts on the broom, Levitica? I hate to play devil's advocate, but is it not equally likely that the previous user simply cut their hand while using it? Somehow I find that really hard to believe. I mean, a bloody object found in the same room that a murder happened. Surely it'd be reasonable to suspect that it's related to the crime. Alright, so the broom could be a weapon. Metal. And perfect. Isn't that right, Nataliya? Nani? Ah, Blaze-kun, Levitica-chan. When did you guys get up here? Levitica and I are just wandering around, gathering as much information as we can. Indeed. Sometimes it is those who appear directionless that really have the greatest sense of direction. Well, I might not have put it that way, but the point stands. Oh, what a carefully crafted statement. Ooh, Nataliya and Sigmund together? Well, it's too bad that Nataliya's gonna die, yeah? Excuse me for a moment. Oh, sorry that you had to go cry in the corner or something. That my mind is filled with nothing but uncertainty. She's been like that for a while now. I see. Whatever it is that's bothering her, I hope it's not too serious. That's a death flag if I ever seen one. But I think they're making Nataliya too obvious now. God damn it. Indeed. Go ahead. But of course. The first thing she noticed was the state of the handrail. Take a look. It's much better to see for yourself. And of course he doesn't tell us like a normal person would. Okay, so we're on the first floor right now, right? So we're really not that far off the ground. This seems to be where the staircase has taken us. Yes, it does not appear to connect to the rest of the mansion's first floor, which basically means the library is just one big self-contained room. So the vents in the front door remain. Oh my! So the vents in the front door remain the only possible evidence of exit. And I'm sorry indeed. Clearly, the owner of this estate had a very well-placed fondness for literature. Now back to the matter of the handrails. I see. The entire right handrail is more pure than the blessed one's soul. In contrast, the left. Oh wait. And in contrast, the left handrail is dustier than the dust god. I shall overlook your ignorance just this once. Just once. Clean handrail. In addition, the victim's body is almost directly below the right handrail. Perhaps he was pushed over the edge. No, that probably wouldn't result in a few additional wounds all over the body. Who was talking? Wait, I see my center! Oh! I see now. The light fixture may have also complicated matters if someone was to be flung over the rail. It is usual for them to be set this low. No, I'm pretty sure this is the lowest chandelier I've ever seen. It's almost within touching distance from here. Beautiful. This coming together of the minds. There could be no better feeling. Is that all the information you have to share? There's but one more detail. When you are downstairs, go to the northeastern the library. You'll find something interesting behind the painting of the bearded man. The what? Don't worry. I'll be watching. That's not really what I want to hear. Is it a trap door? Fourth exit? Upon reaching the painting. A fourth exit! Huh? You watch as a small hatch pops open the door. How nice and foreboding. That's not Sigmund. I guess I'll just have to... That is okay. I'm happy to go on behalf of both of us. What? But we don't know what's down there. That is why I'm volunteering. The Lord of Light shall guide my path. I'm not going to complain, but are you sure? Certainly. Now if you'll just excuse me. She just ran into the hatch. A few minutes pass. And thank you for your patience. What happened? Were there spiders? Please tell me there weren't spiders. Damn it, please. There may have been a few. That's a big yikes. Wait, how did you get back into the library? Through the front door. It seems there's a secret passage. It is. There's another exit. So 4 exits. I was guided directly to the game room. At which point, ooh, game room. That's where Zeke was. Game room, and that's where Zeke was. Ooh, spooky. Simple matter convenience to return to the library. Do you mind telling me how it was like so I can jot down a few notes? Certainly. Secret passage. Nataliya, are you okay to talk now? Sorry about earlier. I just wanted to double check something, young. I see. You really had me worried or not? You still have me worried? Actually, no, I'm not. What's the nature of this something that you had wished to check? I was just confirming where everyone was at the time of the crime. It just seemed like the obvious thing to do. Does this mean you're also suspicious of the people who didn't have search duty at the time? I mean, the only reason you're bothered with us is if you thought the possibility exists. I'm sorry not ruling it out myself, but given the circumstances... I know what you mean. The circumstances definitely point directly towards the people I mentioned to you at the time. 2-minute leeway between the time of death and the discovery of the body makes things especially tricky. However, I still think it's better to do thorough, there's also a certain someone who I need to interrogate. Certain someone... Drop the bass. You don't mean... She does mean! And good on her. This information may have never been released to the public if it wasn't asked for. What information? Oh, was it the fact that the killer received 2 items from my arsenal of murder's goods? The fact that one of them was the shot put? Or perhaps the fact that the other was a rare, limited edition invention? Who can say? Whoa, what's this? On a hunch, if you will, but I had a feeling that the logistics of this case would have been impossible without a bit of outside intervention. Guilty as charged. Wait a second, isn't this a bit unfair for the spotless? Life is unfair, my dear teacher. Besides, what harm is there in making murder as easy as to commit as possible? What is life without a bit of death? Doesn't mean that anyone could obtain any item they want from you at a whim. Oh, if only. Nope, these items are only to be used for crimes. I've already made enough exceptions. Forget I say anything. Watch these rotate back beneath the floorboards? Again! The last part sounded awfully cryptic. Though for now I should probably take note of what he said. Get more testimony. I got to like check that out again. So the killer received 2 items. One that was a shopper ball left in library for use, and the other was a prototype. Limited edition invention. Since every person's only allowed to blah 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 blah. Alright, so 2 weapons. One was a shot put, okay. The other one might be Eden's trinket? I don't know. I should probably go back to Sigmund. You must be wondering where I am. I looked up and saw Sigmund waving back at us. Well, he already seems to... Oh, Nataliya left. That's strange. It's almost as if she's the killer. I'm concerned for her well-being. She is clearly encumbered with the burden of a heavy heart. Has she been talking to you about it? Perhaps, perhaps not. Speaking person to person, though, I do not think it's a problem for a mere missionary to solve. Ooh, Grace! Is Dash with them? What's with the serious faces? There's no need to look so glum, you know. I mean, the class trial is just around the corner. My time with Dash has taught me a valuable lesson. If we can feign happiness while suffering coffee withdrawals, then I swear I'll face the prospect with a smile. Isn't one of them much more serious than the other, though? Better to be talking about the withdrawal. Oh, Dash, welcome back. Very good, sir. I simply cannot thank this gentleman enough for what he has done for me. There is no need. I was planning to do a bit of running no matter what today. Such fine commitment to your schedule. My cafe could use more men like you. I suppose we should get them both caught up on what happened while they were gone. Agreed. Probably get Dash caught up on the going-ons. This information! Is Sir and Ma'am saying that I'm innocent then? After all, I was too far from the mansion to have committed the crime. Nataliya thinks we shouldn't jump into a conclusion just yet, though. But Dash was with the other cafe people when the body discoveries went off. Are you saying there may have been a way to get to the cafe from the mansion in just 2 minutes? I'd be inclined to agree, but only if it involves coffee. Yeah, I don't think coffee like that exists just yet. I think you're forgetting something more obvious, Dash. Since there were several of us in the cafe at the time, I'm sure we can all vouch for each other's alibi. Apologies, Grace, but I have spent a little bit of that time asleep. I see. I'll just double check with everyone else then. But I know I definitely saw you. Your demeanor. Something worrying you, dear lamb. Who? Me? It's just so sad, isn't it? Like, Nataliya's gonna die! This all happened so suddenly. One minute, Magnus was our friend, he was alive. The next, he's becoming a little more than a thing. He's not a friend anymore, just a victim. Something about that doesn't sit right with me. Though we only know each other for a very short time, he was kind to me. Sure, he could be a bit dismissive at times, but I just know that he was a good person at heart. Why? Why did he have to die? Surely none of us would be driven to kill just by a desire to escape. And that's where you're wrong. You see, there's this thing called the motive video. So what could be the reason? So there's this thing called the motive video. Such is life, comrade. Mii-Yu seemed to agree with the sentiment. She thought that the scene of Magnus' death deserved to look a little more dignified at least. Mii-Yu, do you mind if I take down that little detail actually? Do you think it's relevant to the crime? It seems more like an important moment in the development of our AI. It's more for sentimental value. I see. Your testimony has been added to the evidence folder. Just double checking. Is it really okay for her to be moving things around the crime scene like that? We were told it should be fine, since a few others people have already finished making notes on the state of the room. Not like we'll be able to bring the room with us to court. Fair enough. By the way, do you know where she is right now? If I recall, she's meant to be your partner. Oh, she's pretty close by, don't worry. Hey, Mii-Yu! Made a sound of movement nearby. Yes, Grace? Once again, I must thank you for granting me my leave of absence. I just felt it essential to recollect my thoughts. No worries, Mii-Yu. Besides, you didn't even need to ask. I'm your partner, not your master. Bet! Was there anything you wanted to ask her? Wait, I didn't think this far. Damn it, Blaze. Useless. Can you tell me what you were doing at the time of the murder? Nataliya has you down as being outside the mansion. Oh, yeah! Wait. Let me look. Yeah, I don't see Mii-Yu anywhere on my notes. That is correct. Is she alone? I've grown increasingly fond of trees as of late. The shade they provide seems to be uniquely suited for the performance of some of my functions. And like the mansion's trees in particular, yes, they appear to be particularly well maintained. To you humans, perhaps the experience would be akin to a relaxing day at the beach. So I stayed under one of them for the entire time. Suspicious. Wait. Where'd my pencil go? I dropped my pencil! Yeah, it's us, or she might give us some information. Like, who left the mansion. From the time we dispersed in the cafeteria to the time Max's body was discovered. This seems worth noting, at least. Looks like everyone's worried about the time there's blah 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 blah. Locations when the body was discovered, added to the evidence folder. Thank you! Now I can look at designations. No, I cannot. Wait! I didn't get to know the schedules! Whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for what you've all been waiting for. The class trial! So it's time, huh? For Barry, surprisingly a troll. Of course he'd make us walk all the way back. Let's just get this over with. That's the third time you said that, I'm pretty sure. Everyone walk back to the school in silence. That is... Was that always there? Was my arch nemesis deceiving me? Probably your arch nemesis. Not the time, Virginia. Without saying a word, Mona passed out a sheet of paper to everyone present. Oh, whoa, what's this? A floor plan in the mansion. Figure it might be useful for the— Ooh! A floor plan, huh? I'm writing that. We all have our own parts to play, after all. And duly, comrade, your efforts shall not be forgotten. You even color-coded a few things. Take the library staircase, for instance. Is the green arrow green to show that it doesn't connect to the mansion's second floor? Yes. The vents are tiny, though. Please, Buff. Buff. Shut up. Stick figure seems a tad morbid, but at least everyone's talking again. Was this Mona's intention? This just in. 16 brave souls stand poised to enter the maw of probable death. What fate awaits them in this dark and unforgiving pit? Tune in the next time on Dragon Ball Z Kai! Okay. Time to go over a few things. Okay, first off, Mii-Yu is suspicious, but I'm gonna label her as a key witness. She's gonna probably know that someone's there. So Zeke is suspicious because he was in the game room. And the game room leads to the thing that's like the secret room or whatever. And so he's suspicious. And he was in there since 11:30, so super suspicious. But he might also be a key witness if the killer went through there and be like, oh, what's this? And so I don't think it's anyone at the cafe. So that eliminates Florence, Dash, Grace, Phoenix, and Elisa. And so I don't know if it's any of the first people that arrived there. Mona, Zeke, Pierce, Hunt, and Sigmund. Those people seem to be a lot better alibi because they were together. So it all relies on Levitica, Eden, Virginia, Blaze, Nataliya, and Mii-Yu. But I might count out Mii-Yu because she might have like an alibi because of everyone else. Because the door was locked and they could have seen Mii-Yu. And that could have been a thing. So I don't think Zeke did it. So it has to be, because we don't know where Levitica was. We know she was somewhere, but we can't confirm it. We don't know where Eden was. We don't know where Virginia was. And then there was Blaze and Nataliya. Nataliya is suspicious, 100% sure, and that's all I got in my notes. So we'll see. We'll see if it's Nataliya. And I'm not memeing here, but I think it's Nataliya, okay?